My name's Pocket, and I'm a rageaholic. You see, I was doing this Warfront earlier, and I could have swore I had like 3 healers around me. And I died. I died. I didn't get a single heal. So this episode is actually about the healers who think that they're tanks, or just don't know how to heal. Okay, so maybe I told a little bit of a tall tale. Yes, this guide is for people who don't know how to heal, or healers who think that they are tanks, but it's also for people who want to know how to heal. You gotta start somewhere, and usually that involves doing research. Well, I'm going to be your go-to person. I love healing. I've healed in multiple games, including Ultima Online, Warhammer Online, Ion, and now Rift. Now, this first episode is actually going to cover the basics of healing, just very general knowledge. And so it's going to cover the difference between offensive, defensive, and reactive healing. And then I'm going to get into AoE versus single target healing. And lastly, I'm going to talk about utility, burst, and sustained healing. You got that? So let's start off with offensive healing. Offensive healing has the highest damage output of all the healers. Their healing typically isn't as strong as a defensive or reactive healer. Offensive healing is ideal for people who want to have the option to heal, but can still do a decent amount of damage as well. Defensive healers often have the strongest healing capability, but their DPS is weaker, so it takes longer for them to kill targets. They tend to become an essential healer in PvE raids for their single target healing, and can even be powerful in PvP. These are ideal for people not interested in doing a lot of damage but doing more heals. Reactive healing can be a mixture of offensive and defensive healing. It often involves putting a spell on a target before they have taken any damage. Once damage has been dealt, the ability will react to it and heal the target for a set amount. These can be in the form of flat heals, HOTS, or even a preemptive battle res. AoE healing affects not only you, the healer, but your party and raid members as well. The number of people a heal can affect can be anywhere from 2 to up to 10 people or more. Though an AoE healer can heal multiple people, they often have trouble keeping a target getting focus fired alive. Single target healing affects one target, but typically heals for more than an AoE heal. Single target healers have less trouble healing a target getting focus fired, but typically may run into issues if multiple targets are taking damage. Utility heals often have healing capabilities as well as abilities that buff multiple targets. Typically their heals aren't as strong, but their buffs make up for it. Burst heals are often flat heals that heal a lot of damage in a short amount of time, but may leave the healer low on mana or waiting on cooldowns, so they must choose wisely the more efficient route to take when healing a target. Sustained heals are heals over time, or HOTS, that gradually heal the target for a set amount of damage. This can be more efficient if multiple targets are gradually taking damage. So knowing these things, you probably aren't going to go in game and be the best healer you can be. 1, you might not be all the way to level 50, and 2, you might not have all the gear you need, but 3, you need to know more, you need to research more, and that includes the classes and the souls. Now I'm not going to cover that in this episode because that would just take way too long. I'm actually going to cover that in future episodes. That includes the rogue, the mage, and the cleric souls. Now, what I am going to cover are some simple do's and don'ts of healing. episodes, and feel free to send me a message with ideas or things that you would like to see in future blogs. I'm Pocket, and this is Healing 101.